Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to EVERSPACE. We're taking out the gunship, loadout A. Look what I did to it. I think it looks nice. Loadout A, because I really like loadout A. I think these are all fun weapons to use. It's cool to have a combat drone and a Gatling turret going. It's just like, I have a lot of fun playing a game like this. So, our starting options, ooh, a front shield generator. You know what, I don't think we haven't actually had one of these yet. So we're going to take that. The front shield generator seems like it should be able to extend the life of this thing by a lot. So how exactly does it work? Impenetrable shield in front of your ship that just lasts for 15 seconds. You can have it up like a third of the time in combat. Really? That's it. Okay. Craft 5 mods, destroy 50 fuel tanks. We did not, sadly, manage to pull that one off earlier. Okay.
Oh,
so,
boy.
Yeah, whatever. We're gonna be fine. Ah. I wonder how large the shield is. You know? What does in front of you really mean? What's the arc? Okay, and I guess our turret must have dealt with the drone. Now, we still do have the, we still do have equipped the enhancement that heals us for 5% every time we jump. So, a little bit of attrition damage is not going to be a big deal. What's over there? Supplies transport. I don't really want to fight that many G&V dudes. I was like 4 guys. Ooh, I think I see what looks like a man-made structure. Yeah, there's definitely lights on it. Let's go see what that's all about. I do think that the system of switching between your gadgets is like a little bit clunky. Alright, let's do it. Oh my god, all of the fire. Coward. Who dodges? What's wrong with you? Yeah, this ship is so much fun to fly. I just really love all the guns. It's very, like, there's a certain sort of childishness to it. I'd say childlike, except first of all, no, it actually is, I was gonna say, children don't really like lots of huge guns, but you know what, I was a little boy. I remember liking lots of huge guns. And secondly, saying childlike instead of childish is maybe a little bit of undue flattery. There's definitely childishness to it. I'm not afraid to admit my my childishness. Ooh, that's another thing over there. Okay. So we can see a missile turret that for some reason is heavily damaged. Look at that. A single pulse. I'm like a marksman. Okay. Never mind that thing I just said. Critical hit chance Mark II. Cool. I wonder how expensive the Mark II blueprints are. So like critical hit chance 1 is 592. Oh wow, these have processors and dark matter in them, jeez. And they're 11.19.6 on the other ingredients too. Okay, so those are really expensive, but there's a lot of value in a better quality of modification since you can only put 3 modifications on a weapon. Alright, well, let's go say hi to the outlaws over here. No fighters? Oh, there's the fighter.
We've got company.
Actually, there's a series of fighters. Let's, give them the missiles. Yeah, this ship is incredible. It just feels great to use. Oh, look at the jukes. I'm kind of juking myself a little bit. Okay.
And all this cost was a squeeze of the trigger.
Well, also we did take some damage. Don't really need that. Take all this stuff. 10 power cells, sure. Okay, we're able to replace all the heavy missiles we used. That's pretty cool. Just burn these extras. One of these days, I will actually destroy 50 fuel tanks, I swear to you. Are those actually destroyed? They just look beat up. Yeah. It's weird how hard it is to get them to chain react on each other. I guess it makes sense for them to be hardened against that, because, you know, you would be specifically accounting for that in building them, but still. Think of how much cooler it would look if they always chain reacted, right? That's pretty much an inarguable good. Okay, so do I want to mess with these guys? I mean, I'm pretty good at fighting right now. Yeah, let's do it. It's going to be the shortest run ever if this doesn't work out. We're just launching all the heavy missiles right away. Whoa. The explosions are making it hard for me to get my job done here. And of course the car inbounds. Let's get paid here and get out of here.
Nice and simple.
That's a lot of credits. Come on. I'm hoping that we'll get a little bit lucky and the car and the last G&B guy will distract each other. Seems like it might actually be happening. Okay, I'm not sure that was worth it, but it was fun. Let's head along the path that has the service station on it. We'll go ahead and go to a low-risk node for now, and then by the time we get to the service station, we should be far enough away from the scene of the crime that, that we're cool again. So what do we have here? An outlaw drone, outlaws, G&B over here. Yeah. Let's go this way. Is this really just a single drone floating out in the middle of nowhere? Seems suspicious. Oh, maybe. Dude, this frontal shield makes it extremely hard to see. Yeah, it's weird. I popped everything because I kind of assumed that it couldn't just be out here by itself, but... Huh. Weird. Ooh... Now I have 3 things I have to activate at the beginning of every fight. How many nanobots do I have on me? 3? Ugh. Alright, well. We're gonna play it conservative on this one. I know that's not really my middle name here, but... Shield's still on cooldown? Nope, there it is. Yep, now I'm completely overpowered. Wait. Do I want these plasma mines over a damage limiter? Probably not, actually. And honestly, I probably should have popped my combat drone when we got into the sector. Yeah, that would make sense. Well, let's do it now. Okay, so what else can we do in this sector without risking ourselves too much? I think I just bumped into my drone. I'm definitely not going over there. Well, let's zoom around over here and see if we can find some mineable ore or something. There was a shipwreck as well, but if it's anywhere near G&B, I'm just gonna let it be. Yeah, I don't know. It was an okay amount of credits. it said supplies transport, so I thought maybe it would be like stuff, gear, I don't know, missiles, materials, crafting stuff. I'm a little disappointed that all we really got out of it was credits. So the mineable ore over there, the shipwreck is absolutely near the G&B dudes. Yeah, we can be nice for one node. In fact, let's just jump out. I think we're good here. And then at the next node, we can get repaired. How many, and actually, look, how many missiles do I have left? How many did I use? The transport went down really quickly. I was expecting it to have health more like those Corvettes. But it didn't really work out that way. Okay, so there's some Okar and some outlaw fighting. Let's go say hi. There's an outlaw fighter. Here we go. No, we'll just start in on the Okar right away, because I don't expect them to be terribly grateful. Sensor Relay Mark II? That's cool. That went faster than I was expecting. 3 nano drones, or nanobots, makes everything worth it, pretty much. We don't need shield breakers or Gatling missiles, or Gatling guns. I have a flak cannon, but dude, the fusion blaster is so good. It's really hard for me to imagine that I don't want to just use the fusion blaster for basically everything. And the flak cannon's fine. I can't really imagine actually what the intended use is. Hold on, let's have a look at these. Yeah, it only has moderately better, like it does 73.8 hull DPS to this thing's 60. I'm not really sure what the use case for this thing is. Because the flak cannon, it's not one of those, like, charge-up weapons, right? This is one of those, it's not the scattergun. Yeah, I'm not sure when you're supposed to use it. Okay, well... the velocity mod will make this a little bit more effective at longer range, but we want to close in on basically anything we fight anyway, because we want the turret to be able to hit it. About the front shield generator, we could turn up the duration on this, but I think we really should. I don't really love range modding that thing. We should build some more heavy missiles. Let's make that a nice high priority. And then all I could actually do is upgrade the range. Yeah, screw it. We'll just wait until we have some more resources. Okay. I don't really want to go in there. If I was flying one of the smaller ships right now, I'd be in there in a heartbeat, no question. This thing, I feel like I gotta be cautious. Huh, I thought the shape of that cave indicated that there would be an opening on the other side of the rock. But maybe not. Down there. There. Man, there's crystal in there. Pulse laser MX. What is the MX? A more chaotic weapon. Assuming more spread and stuff. I don't really need a shield-focused weapon. I have a shield-focused weapon. Okay, well, I'm just gonna salvage both of these. Man, the adaptive armor seems really good for us, but like, am I gonna take over any of this stuff? Okay, just very cautiously. Really, really want to get to that crystal. Gotta remember that this thing does not stop moving all that smoothly. There's like a bit of a bulwark in the way here. Ow. I'm not hitting it at all. There we go. Yeah, crystal is the bottleneck pretty much all the time on weapons upgrades. The other stuff they're made out of is really common. Right, are we going to be able to get to this combat in time to save our combat drone? I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Good drone. Man, that thing kept those dudes distracted for a really long time, I feel like. What is this down here? Fuel transport? Nah, I don't need that. Alright, you know what? Before we go gathering anything else, let's hit the service station. Because at this point I've spent actually quite a bit of time flying around here. And I don't want to have the Okar show up and make it so I can't get to this. We need to at least be close. But yeah, man, I think the gunship is just the most fun configuration. I really, really like the autocannons. If this thing could have a shield on it, I would never drive anything else. Definitely trade credits. Always trade credits. I don't want to trade power cells for the most common things. Okay, not bad. Healed me almost to full. Alright, and we just spent almost half of the money that we have accumulated so far. A significant amount of money was spent to offset the cost of gaining the money that we gained by attacking that other G&B transport, so that feels a little bad. Is that a mining base over there? Yeah, just a normal G&B mining base. Probably shouldn't mess with it. I wonder if there's any way to repair a damaged drone. My suspicion is probably not. Our dude's just going to be damaged until he is destroyed. But we do have 3 more. I know there's an upgrade we can buy that makes it so we can have more drones. I think that's probably going to be one of the first ship-specific upgrades that I really want to drop serious money on. Because I could definitely see the value of that. That sounds really good. What do we got? Outlaw drones. A pair of outlaw drones. That's interesting. Yep, definitely some kind of structure. So look at all of the death. Look at all of the death that we are firing. I will say this thing is not 100% the greatest against hull. Are we actually clear? There could totally be another turret nearby. And there is. I think I caught that? Okay, the turret's dead. I knew there was going to be another turret, but I still got shot by it. Okay. That was pretty good. I don't think we lost any actual resources there. Oh, no, my combat drone died. Let's just launch him now, because I will forget otherwise. So what do we have out here? That's a pretty big rock. In fact, I see an entrance already. What was the goal? Craft 5 modifications, I think? We can definitely do that. Lord willing, we're going to craft a lot more than 5. When I say Lord willing, obviously I mean the Lord of video game space. Because I suspect if there is some kind of omnipotent creator deity, he has a lot better things to do than make sure that I do well at video games. Also, you know, some respect for my natural skills. I'm gonna need people stepping in here helping me. Where is that? I swear I saw a structure and now I have lost sight of it. And I just bumped into the... I think I hit the drone again. I'm glad that that doesn't seem to do any actual damage. Well, shoot, I don't know where it was. That is a huge body, though. Let's go over there. This thing definitely has a more claustrophobic cockpit. Now, I know that you can play the game in third person. And I bet that that's a better way to do it from a purely, like, being aware of your surroundings and thus doing a little bit better job standpoint. But man, I love space fighter games. I have since I was very young. And the cockpit view. Why, it makes me feel like a kid again. Back when I was happy. You remember what it's like to be happy? Then you grow up and everything is the worst. Except that you get to make money from people listening to you talk about video games. Also, I get to eat ice cream whenever I want. Wait a minute. Being a kid sucked. Yeah, this is great. What am I talking about? Alright. Energy consumption mods are cool. Greatly reduces, so this is 15% versus 10%. Yeah, you're paying a premium for the space in the mod, right? I kind of just want to... I think I kind of want to pump up the critical hit chance, maybe? I'm trying to think of what the best thing to do is. I guess, like, this thing is spec'd for shield damage, right? Like, these are shield damage... This is a shield removing object. Or a weapon. But... Ooh, this is a lot more... This is double the critical hit chance, but it really increases the energy consumption. Maybe we do bring down the energy consumption in the hopes of being able to give it critical hit chance up. Or maybe just fire rate? Yeah, actually that's pretty good. Yeah, I want to make it, as much as I can, make it better against both shields and hull. Alright, this is the same ingredients for as for the gun mods, I'm sure. Okay, what other cool stuff do I see? That's the big rock I just came from. I think. Honestly, I kind of don't see any other cool stuff. I could have sworn I saw another man-made structure. Wasn't 100% sure if it was a station or a ship, but it looked small and unnaturally straight. Maybe not. Yeah, let's just jump out. Not a bad first sector, all told. And we're already... Where am I at on mods here? I've applied... Oh, I actually have only applied 3 mods, because this came double modded. What are the mods that are on this? Duration and energy consumption? Okay. We'll throw another duration on it, probably over cooldown. So we're at 3 mods. We're almost done with that goal already. So we're unlocking a lot of stuff lately, getting lots of blueprints and whatnot, but I'm not actually making a lot of extra progress, like, forward in the game. Oh man, Mark II's already. Oh, maybe we'll get lucky. I would really love to get an access key. Right, don't want to pop anything too early, and I want to get in here with pretty full energy. Alright, access key. Ooh. Something's firing rockets. It's probably a turret. You know what? Catch. Okay. Now there's at the very least a missile silo to deal with. Unless he killed it. Oh, it looks like he might have destroyed it. But he left the fuel containers. That was embarrassingly not thorough. He should be ashamed of himself. Ooh, a ship color. I'm willing to potentially sustain a small amount of damage. Well, that's not a very good color at all. Oh! There's some of those chain reactions I was talking about. A little bit. Those incoming? Yes, they are. A laser turret. This is a shield-busting turret. We have a shield-busting weapon, so let's stick with our hull-busting turret. Alright. Yeah, it's very, very difficult not to have fun with these weapons. Just getting in on something and there's something about the feel of automatic weapons, and I sound like a complete psychopath. You guys know what I mean. In video games. There's something about the feel of automatic weapons in games like this that always makes them fun to use, even when they are, as it is the case in many games, especially in the sort of post-TF2 era, when designers are now more convinced that weapons need to be a little more interesting and unique. There's still something about just automatic weapon fire that makes automatic weapons fun to use even when they're not that great relative to the other options. Okay, what else do I see? That looks like nothing. So let me tell you something. If you're too young to remember what shooters were like back in the day, there was a period of time where first of all games were World War II games. There were no games. All driving games, RPGs, everything, World War II games. And secondly, every weapon was an automatic rifle or a knife. Long past were the days of the Doom rocket launcher, the Quake rocket launcher, rather. And it's all just gray and brown as far as the eye can see. You can actually kind of see, like, obviously I'm being silly and dramatically exaggerating, but you can even kind of see a little bit of it if you've ever seen images of the original version of Team Fortress 2 that was shown to reporters before the team went dark for like a decade. Because those original promo screenshots are very much the thing I'm talking about. Well, the version of the thing I'm talking about that ever really existed, anyway. What is down here? It's some compound. So lightning is scary, but it is not doing damage, I have been assured by viewers, and you guys usually are right on the money and know a lot more about the games I'm playing than I do. Okay, so this looks like a busted up G&B base, which means these are just free fuel tanks. Let's see how much of this we can destroy before we have to bail. Waited too long. Should have bailed earlier. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. There's a lot of fuel tanks, man. I couldn't help myself. Sure, trader. We'll head toward the natural hazard. Could be a singularity. We might be able to get our lure an enemy into a black hole thing finished. Okay, so we got something jumping in. You know what? G&B dudes will deal with that. Let's try to head off the backup. Surprise! Really, that dude broke off from his pack to come over here alone? That's weird. Well, okay then. I guess that guy's really far away. Never mind. Let's grab all of this sweet, sweet loot, because there's a lot of stuff scattered out here. That's 27 fuel over there, which is conveniently exactly the amount that we are missing. Let's get some scrap. Unfortunately, my HUD is a little bit cluttered with random ore, and also with the containers and stuff that are attached to the mining base, which obviously we will not be attacking. Small amount of credits, I'll take that. Small amount of ore, I'll mine that. These G&B non-light fighters are not a joke. They're fairly serious. Okay. That's kind of what I was figuring. This much treasure floating out in space near some outlaws pretty much had to be a minefield. But it doesn't look like there are all that many mines. Maybe a bunch of them got destroyed already during the fighting. Just, you know, random gunfire. Okay, processors. Always useful. There's that trader, but I think I saw a larger piece of space station. Oh, no. Okay. I thought I had seen one of those pieces that's large enough to maybe have had an access key door in it, but I think I might have just been seeing this hunk of junk that we are close to. Okay, let's go parlay with the trader. See what is what. My suspicion is that he's going to want a bunch of things that I want to keep in exchange for a bunch of stuff I don't care about, because that is how this usually goes. But every once in a while we get lucky. Do I really want to buy plasma? Yeah. Yeah, sure. But nothing real exciting. Okay, that outlaw scout is going to get completely wrecked. Ooh, a freighter wreck. This could be something useful. Fuel transport. Well, I certainly don't need any fuel. This random shipwreck is going to turn out to be as lucrative as the, the transport we destroyed. Except that here I'm not going to need any repairs afterward. Okay, what else looks promising? Honestly, kind of nothing. Well, here's a destroyed fighter. Nothing of value, unfortunately. A small amount of scrap left over from the fighting. Ooh, that's something over there in the distance. It could just be another G&B facility, but it's worth looking into. It's probably more of an outlaw facility, given that there's an outlaw right there. Yeah, hi. Holy crap! Wow. This ship. That is way too much firepower to bring to bear on a single guy.
There you go.
Yes, there I go.
Gotcha.
Okay, I think I hit it. Ooh, alright. I guess my automated stuff must have cleared out the other fighter. I think there were 3. And I definitely only even shot at 2. It's a pretty good situation to be in when you can say something like that. Oops, I don't want to switch that. I wanted to recycle that. That's made of valuable missile parts. You know what? I don't think I'm going to use my access key on a secure container. It's just a couple more little containers, and I would much rather have it to use on a, I'd much rather have it to use on one of those colonial station wrecks. At least I think those are stations. They could just be part of big colonial warships. We did see that one warship up close that one time. They are pretty large. I kind of want to see it again. I wonder if just hanging out in a sector... Oh, man. Well, did it to ourselves. Gotta get closer to it. Alright. I guess I don't know why I engaged the frontal shield. It's probably not that useful. Alright, we do pretty good damage against this thing with the Fusion Blaster. Fusion Blaster is well suited to defeating an enemy that is entirely shielding. And there it goes. I actually had stopped firing because I was like, okay, hold up, let's regen some energy. And one of my automated things finished it off. Alright, that was relatively pretty easy. So somebody in the comments of one of the previous videos suggested that that enemy is actually responsible for spawning the little enemies that have given us trouble sometimes here. And I'm wondering if anybody knows whether that's true or not. Please go ahead and chip in the comments. Because I'm curious if that is true. Clearly they don't do it all the time. We didn't see it the first couple of times, but we didn't see it here. So if it is true that they spawn the stuff, but that there's a way we can prevent them from doing so, that I think would be a valuable thing to learn. That fight is 100 times easier when I don't have to worry about being chased by gray goo. Ow. That was actually a lot of damage. Whatever, the jump will fix it. Okay. So does this always jump us like a full sector ahead? Ancient Friends. Now that is an interesting name for a glyph. I'm very curious. This is what we get when we don't carry around our ancient detection thing. Well, I am in Sector 3 now. Alright, I just launched the last of the combat drones, but I think that they're not terribly expensive to create. They probably require a processor, but we should have a fair number of those. I feel like fuel is the most disappointing loot that you, like, absolutely really need. Every time I see something dropped fuel, I'm like, fine. Alright. I really could use some more crystal, I think. I don't have a lot, do I? Oh no, I do have a lot. What am I... Alright. Should have been upgrading long ago. Do I want to pump the energy consumption for 2 extra % critical hit chance? Probably not. Let's just up the fire rate. Do more damage. Actually, let's upgrade this as well. Duration. And then the Gatling gun, maybe? The front shield generator feels like it's lasting long enough, at least for right now. So let's, duration mod. I never wanted to stop firing ever. Okay. So that's that done. We are at 21 fuel tanks right now. Oh, hey, how you doing? That dude was closer than I thought. Oh, he dropped a lot of stuff, though. There is no escape from me. I am tremendously overpowered. Okay. Is that all of them? Looks like we might be clear. I'm not seeing any more red on the scope here. I never remember to use my drone override. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I just don't think it's very good. Is this one of these secure containers? Yeah. A front shield generator ++. Well, mine is not yet ++. Okay, yeah, this one's just better. Okay, I see another container. Ooh. That looks interesting. That also is interesting. I would like some dark matter, but I'm a little concerned about the engine of this ship in close proximity to that singularity. So why don't we just give it a nice wide berth? I like my weapons. I don't particularly need to craft a new one right at this moment. And let's go see what we can see over here, because this is a lot of fuel tanks. That's a lot of fuel tanks. Oh man, I think we're going to get this. Oh wait, this is a functional mining base. I assumed it was burned out, but it is not burned out. I will get in trouble if I shoot these fuel tanks. Well, that's disappointing. I wonder how many fighters it would be. Okay, I was gonna say, it sounds like, despite the fact that I'm boosting away from the singularity, it sounds like the thing is getting more frequent, and I don't really want to risk it. Again, this ship's just not nearly as fast as the others. Yeah, I wonder how many fighters they would pop out, because I guess we're about to find out. It could be that some risk over the next 2 nodes is worth maybe actually being able to finish the fuel tank challenge. Okay. Well, it turns out they didn't scramble even a single fighter. They just left me on my own out here. I'm pretty annoyed with them. Annoyed enough to destroy all their fuel tanks? Maybe. So what I'm at like 21. How many? I know. How many tanks do I see here? 6. Another 8. Plus on the other side, there's a bunch. Man. Yeah, you know what? Let's not. Honestly, if the Okar weren't showing up right now, I think I would probably go for it. I see very little reason to get reported by GMB over a couple of fuel tanks, though. So we have an access key. We're still looking for a place to use it. Oh boy. Screw these things, they are terrifying. Terrifying, but easily distracted, at least. That's more of them out there, harassing some G&B dudes. We should probably... The fact that their health is entirely made of shielding suggests to me that they probably are able to go back to full health pretty easily. So maybe we should get over here and make sure they go... And you know what, he's got it under control. That's enough G&B guys that I trust that they'll handle it. Not that. Uh-oh. Well, that missile went to the wrong place. Hopefully that G&B dude is outside of its effective range. Alright. May as well go ahead and spend some nanobots since I capped out. What's up? These guys. Okay. Take this. Not doing any damage. There we go. Huh. Yeah, it looks like the G&B dudes managed to kill the big one, but then did not maybe fare so well against the split-offs. Well, this is a ton of dark energy, which is good for us, I think. I can't remember if... What did I need dark energy for? It may have been dark matter, too, because those are both things that you can get. Come on. Let me interact with this. Honestly, it feels like my inertia dampener is broken. Always feels that way when I go back to this thing after, Huh. What just killed that drone? Is this a minefield and it just flew into a mine? I can see that happening. Yep, there's the mines. It looks like the middle part of the minefield is clear enough. There might have been a bunch of drones flying around here. Just crashing into stuff. Pretty happy to have 4 crystal. Just carefully gather all this stuff up. Okay, I am not fighting you in the minefield. In fact, he died while I was still turning around. I suspect he ran into mines. Wow, good enough for me. That's about the best you can hope for from a minefield. It doesn't hurt you at all, deals a tremendous amount of damage to those who would do you harm. Alright, let's try to finish up the looting. So I don't know how much time we have left, but I'm getting a little nervous. It's kind of looking like a lot of this looting is going to have to be done cautiously, because there are mines everywhere. I don't think I'm even hitting that. I think too many of the shots were impacting on the frame. Well, this is good for us. We're getting to pick up some stuff here. We're not getting a lot of value out of it. Not a lot of gas or anything, but we're getting to at least destroy some fuel tanks. So, I know that there won't be any, like, mechanical effect to this, but it does seem like going to light speed, or whatever I'm doing when I jump, in the middle of a minefield is, like, an incredibly bad idea. Actually, I seem to be comfortable going to light speed while surrounded by a lot of kinds of debris that would maybe make that not a great idea. Okay, well, let me get these and then we'll bounce. Okay, I really appreciate that it does that. Like, if you bump into... What happened there was, we had 22 of 25 nanobots, but weren't at full health. We bumped into the 4 nanobots, and it stowed the 3 that it could stow, and then used the last one right away. I appreciate those little quality of life things. Man, what is with the mines? This whole sector was a minefield. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted just to head to the gate. I'm tired of mines. And I'm also tired of not having 291 credits. That's a lot of broken garbage. Space. It's just a lot of broken garbage. That's the case in basically every game about space. Man, Duskers. Duskers is a whole game where there is actually nothing but broken garbage. Damn drones. I tried to just ram it. That didn't quite work. There we go. Notice as soon as I showed up and started fighting, the G&B dudes just bugged out. Like, well, why don't we just wait and see how this all plays out? We'll be over there at a safe distance. Huh. Random space container. What is it? It's a tiny amount of ore. Wow. Who would even bother putting that in a box? Yeah, if you guys have never heard of Duskers before, it is a game that is probably not for everybody, but it's actually a pretty neat little programming and problem-solving type game. I actually did a series on it on the channel back when it came out. Fair warning. Okay. This ore is not worth all this trouble. I'm leaving. Screw this place. Fair warning on that Duskers series. Was way back when I started doing the thing, so probably my tech setup is not quite as good. In particular, there's probably a little bit of audio stuff. But it really was a cool game. And definitely worth picking up in a Steam sale at the very least. I picked up my water to take a drink, and it jumped me in such a way that I was going to crash into something if I didn't stop myself. Monstrous. What a monstrous thing to do. Swarm fighters. Okay. No, that's fine. Actually, swarm fighters shouldn't be a problem at all with the turret, provided that it can lead them enough. Because its damage against them should be really high. We just have to make sure that we're close so that it can hit them. Because otherwise it's gonna lose them to their little defensive maneuvers. Get him. There we go. Yeah, easy. Did that guy just bounce off my face? I mean, I guess it's a tactic. Ooh, Weber's Drone blueprint. That's cool. I love blueprints, even if they're of things that I never ever intend to make. At some point, I'm going to decide that Weber drones are the greatest. Oh, there's a drone ship over there. Okay. Let's finish looting this stuff so that I don't have to come right back here, and then I'll deal with that later. Hold on. Where did that... Let's take care of this. So I'm gonna build some more heavy missiles real quick. We are going to do some serious damage here. Yeah, this front shield generator is incredible, by the way. I haven't really been talking about it a lot, but this thing is making our lives so much easier. Ah, the shield came back up. Seems like the shield effectively comes back up a pretty long time before it appears to. Where's this last thing drone? Okay. That was maybe, ooh, I spent a lot of missiles there. Maybe not worth it. But we did pick up a decal color. And can you really put a price on that? Alright, I would love to take an energy core extension, but all three of our devices are incredibly good. Alright, what is it exactly that heavy missiles are made of? Just like scrap and plasma and ore. We're actually low on scrap. Cannot remember the last time that was the case. I've actually skipped a little bit of mineable scrap because I'm so used to having tons and tons of it. I'm just gonna not deviate from our course. We're only gonna go places that we've pretty much cleared. Always forward, never sideways. That is... okay. Alright, 9 new items can be crafted. Alright. Yeah, heavy missiles are amazing. Always, always, always use them. Alright, I have strayed into the shield, or into the minefield a little bit here. I am being mindful of that. I will not careen into a mine. I actually can't hit that thing. I'm gonna wait till this fighter's behind us so that we don't hit its shield and just missile it. I'm tired of dealing with it. Ooh, a missile turret. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before. Did not realize that that was a choice. Is it like unlimited missiles? Or does it have to be periodically reloaded? Huh. Is that worth replacing the Gatling turret with? I've never... The last 36 seconds... I mean, our Gatling turret's pretty boss. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to take it this time, but that's a really interesting idea. I would love to get a blueprint for that. We've got our shield and hull damage thing worked out so well here, and not that concerned about our damage output. I assume that the missiles it shoots, it either must shoot pretty infrequently, or the missiles it shoots must be, like, on sort of the light missile end, as far as damage goes. Alright, let's hit this service station, and then, after we clear this node, we will call the episode, because it's gotten quite long. I mean, it's good. It means things are going well. I'm surviving. It's just a credits transport. That is the kind of transport I am the least interested in. Let's head straight to the service station. We'll explore the system, or the node rather, afterward. So is there a singularity down there? Is that what the... oh, what is this? Friends. Because of course, it can't ever be as simple as just fly to the service station, right? Okay. Well, screw it then. I'm gonna take a detour. What a strange game this has been, really. Where I have access to more crystal than scrap. Yeah, that stuff's all black hole stuff. I don't need to buy this last one. That will be repaired upon jumping. Plasma compound. Trade processors for scrap. No, that's okay. Or for plasma, gas for compound. No. Not really interesting deals. I have to say, for as far as we are into the game, we actually haven't made that much money. Sort of an unusually small amount of money. Well, This was, in fact, a pretty easy and pretty low value node so far. Let's see if we can get lucky. And I still haven't... Oh, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do this. Probably it's not a good idea to fire the heavy missiles while it's looking directly at them. Okay, ran out of missiles. I definitely allowed it to destroy a couple of my missiles. Oh, flak. Shooting like flak grenades at me or something, I think. Let's just get close to it and drop some mine clusters. Come on. Ow. So yeah, shield charge drones. Very annoying. And basically nothing is off cooldown. Let's put a rock, big rock, between me and you for just a second here. He's too close to me and the rock. Okay. I turned and boosted and then tried to turn again, but the boosting was too much boosting. Well, I feel like every time I say, hey, let's finish this node and then stop, I get killed. I totally could have taken that Corvette if I had been faster to kill the drones or if I had just had a lot more heavy missiles. Okay, well, we've done it. So we have a very good chance of retrieving lots of dope stuff from our corpse when we can get to it. We actually had our shipwreck was available to us at the next node there. We were close. Pardon me. So is this just gonna be... I mean... I like this. G&B fighters will occasionally jump in to aid you in fighting in outlaws. Oh yeah, definitely buy that upgrade. More often they will jump in. Yeah, let's just buy all of the G&B standing we can afford, huh? And then some hull, maybe? Oh, apparently we have 30% damage reduction base with this thing. Well, let's reduce damage. No, let's buy hull. I like this ship. We're going to use this ship a lot, probably, so let's go ahead and upgrade it a little. Alright, and let's have a look at our enhancements, because we haven't looked at them all in a while. So we have Start in Sector 2. Elkar forces and colonial warships will not jump in, but every location has a jump suppressor. That's actually really cool. We might want to use this. We might have to buy some enhancement slots on some of our ships. For every damaged system, receive a 20% weapon damage bonus. This seems terrible. Boy, oh boy, do you want to keep your systems repaired. This is what we have on now. Occasionally, Ancients will spawn and defend the player ship. Interesting. Every critical hit immediately recharges the shield by 10%. Hostile homing missiles don't log on, but mine don't lock on. And base speed up 30%, boost efficiency down 30%. Okay, we have some interesting options there. You could definitely like get a defensive swarm thing going with G&B and the Ancient Friends, and maybe that's a really good strategy, actually. You know what? I think the G&B thing is not... Yeah, it's not ship dependent, that's me dependent. Hopefully this will help. It looks like they only jump in when you're fighting outlaws, according to the text. So, no luck with the Okar, but honestly, I feel like Okar are the ones that kill us usually. Oh well, whatever. That's going to be it for today. Come back next time, Monday, I think, for some more stuff. You know, we should probably take out the Colonial Scout again. We haven't used this thing too much. Yeah, so we're going to do some of that, and we'll see you then.